Crossing Party Lines is starting a new program in which we take a theme and explore it throughout each month through various events such as conversations, workshops, book club, and film club. I'm going to explain how our film club works. So it's like a book club, and you'll watch the film at home on your own and be prepared to discuss it when we meet each month, and our sessions will be about 90 minutes. We'll provide you links to each film, and if the film isn't free, you will have to pay a small fee, usually at your own expense. In addition, each month we'll provide a short video to watch prior to viewing the film, in which we will tell you, 1, why we picked the film and how it relates to Crossing Party Lines and its monthly theme. 2, highlight things to look for in the film. And 3, give you questions to ask yourself to promote reflection.
Coming to you now from the largest studio ever constructed, it's The Truman Show!
Welcome to our first ever film club event. I'd like to begin with telling you why we chose The Truman Show and how it relates to Crossing Party Lines and our monthly theme. So our January theme is critical thinking, and our book this month is How to Think by Alan Jacobs. We chose The Truman Show as a good companion piece to help us to do 3 things. 1, prepare our minds to be open and to entertain complexity. 2, examine what might be outside what we think we know. And 3, see how the closed system of our own worldview might be preventing us from taking in new or disconfirming information.
What if your world was make-believe?
Cue the sun. While the world he inhabits is counterfeit, there's nothing fake about Truman himself.
What if you didn't know it? Until now.
Does it seem to you like we're all living in the Truman Show? Journalist Tim Pool writes, "It's easy to make fun of someone else living in an alternative reality until you realize that you too may be living in one." So our hope is that this film will provide fodder for self-reflection and insight. We are all Truman in silos of our history, conditioning, filters, bias, and programming. In other words, we are all living in our own closed systems, just like Truman. As the character in the film Christof says, we accept the reality of the world as it has been presented. At Crossing Party Lines, we seek to increasingly zoom out through viewpoint diversity in order to present a bigger picture of, quote, the reality of the world, unquote. To do so, we need to be able to leave our comfort zones much as Truman needs to do. Once we do, we can start to see what's of value that we haven't been seeing outside of our own personal Truman Show world. Here's some guidelines for watching. Some of you may like to journal, and if so, you can do this at the end of the film, or you can also take time during the film as things strike you to take some notes, stop the film and take some notes then. Here's a few questions to think about as you watch. 1, how might you see The Truman Show as a metaphor for your own life? 2, is there an appeal to living inside some kind of Truman Show bubble? And if so, what are the things that would keep you there? And 3, what would or does motivate you to leave your Truman Show world? In addition, Truman provides us with the archetypal hero's journey, and when we see his stages, it can help us move the stages as we open our minds to ideas that are new to us. In this description below, there's a link to a primer in which those stages are outlined, as well as additional questions you might ask yourself. Bon voyage, and we'll see you soon at our film club discussion.